There's always been something about myself that scares me. I don't know if you guys feel that way too, but it's always been yourself that's always been able to scare you the best. So, this is weird. So, I had a dream that felt very real. Okay, and the next day when I woke up, I never felt like I went to sleep. Like, okay, the moment that it felt like 10 hours had passed, it felt like I hadn't even put my head down on the pillow yet. It was how fast it had. I went up to space, and space station of what I assume, because that's how distorted I felt as a person. And that's when I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like everything I see on TV, I'm like, okay, that's real. That is weird, because that shit's fake. Okay, in the dream, I'm like, that's fake. That's not even real. And that seems physically impossible to do inside of a dream, and it to scare you, and you not believe that it's real inside the dream. And that's when they told me that I was God. And I was like, yeah, whatever, fuck this shit, I don't fucking believe it. And so that happened to me. It's in the same place, and I live by an important base. I always have. I mean, it's impossible not to when you live in where I live at. And I used to just watch jets all the time. I used to watch jets fly around all the time when I was a kid. Okay, back in the 90s. Back in 1990s. All the way till 2000, and I'll tell you when. Like 2003, 2004. So this isn't even like after war type shit. Okay, so I used to watch lines of planes coming into that base and land. You know, big ass bombers, like huge bombers. I mean, just a whole fucking bunch of them in a line. A big like this, just, you know, like just coming in like this, you know, and just freaking rolling in and just freaking rolling in, right? And it's, you know, even though I sit like here in my trailer park, it's like they come in this way. Okay, it's like I can see the trajectory that they take and stuff like that. So it just like, that doesn't feel like distortion to me. And even any optical illusion I've ever seen, kind of usually I feel distorted. So I just always used to see these planes just always rolling in and stuff like that. And then, so like there'd also be like jets and stuff like that would fly around when I was a kid. And I've lived in different areas here, so I've always seen this shit. I'd always see this shit. And then it stopped in like 2003, but we had like a meteor fly across the sky. And okay, this meteor flew across the sky at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was awake. And I saw that shit, and it went the same fucking trajectory as this fucking meteor. And you could look at it in history and just... it goes. I mean, you could even probably watch it and get fucking camera angles of the shit and watch that fucking shit. So it's just this fucking green thing, and honestly it looks like a tracer round, but it's like as bright as the sun. Okay, shooting stars don't do that type of shit. So it's like, you ain't telling me that's a fucking shooting star. Okay, because we're bright enough to where we don't see shooting stars. So fuck you. Even our, like, us as an Earth, we're too bright. We can't fucking see it. So at the time, it makes no sense. But looking back at it, I'm like, that's kind of weird now. Especially because I don't see any, like, jets or planes or anything really like that at all. Like, I mean, there is some, but mostly commercial. Like, Boeing took a direct hit from a fucking alien fucking counter space. It's not really alien. But, just boom, it's just done. Boeing fucking runs through labor with fucking false created money type shit. Alien resource, which is just the extended expansion of somebody. It could be somebody that's been living in space. I don't fucking know. I'm not the space guy.
Wagons may change, their spirit lives on. For a limited time, get a new Ford Escape Edge or Explorer with 0%